that continues to divide the internet. People appearing from nowhere or vanishing mid-step, and opening some strange portals in broad daylight.
What the? Look at that thing.
Stay till the end, because these are some of the most unexplainable videos ever captured. Somewhere in China, a guy was just filming a public square when he captured a moment that still makes people stop and think. At first, the clip seemed pretty normal until a tiny point of light suddenly appeared, hovering in midair. People around him were shocked. One brave soul even stepped a bit closer, either curious or just feeling bold. Then the light stretched out, widened, and turned into what looked like a clear opening. People online started buzzing about it, all agreeing on one thing, that it looked like a doorway to another world. Missing reflection. A shop owner shared CCTV footage that quickly unsettled viewers. Customers could be seen moving normally inside the store, reflected clearly in a large mirror near the exit. Everything felt ordinary, until a man dressed in black sunglasses and dark clothing walked out. Unlike the others, his image never appeared in the mirror. The reflection simply wasn't there.
Okay, so I don't know what you're saying. You're filming the guy that stole it.
Wait, I know. What? I know. Like, how is that? I don't know.
What made it stranger was that another customer who left moments earlier was reflected perfectly. The mirror angle never changed. No glitches were visible. The footage ended with one question lingering. How does someone walk past a mirror and leave nothing behind?
Wait, I know. What? I know. Like, how is that?
What the?
White streak. In a parking lot, a woman was unloading luggage from her car when a scooter passed behind her. As it crossed the frame, a bright white streak flashed, and the rider vanished mid-motion. No crash, no fall, just gone. The clip spread fast, with viewers slowing it down frame by frame. Some blamed a camera error or light distortion. Still, the clean disappearance, timed to a single frame, kept people uneasy. It looked less like a mistake and more like an interruption. Rising car. While riding a bus through an unknown location, a passenger casually filmed the road outside until something impossible happened. A car beside the bus appeared to lift upward, slowly rising as if held by something invisible. There were no cables, no ramps, no sudden acceleration, just a clean, unnatural rise. Some tried explaining it away as the wagon wheel effect or a camera illusion, but the movement didn't match any known visual trick. Online theories leaned darker, suggesting a brief glitch in reality itself, one moment where gravity simply stopped following the rules. Glowing eye. A short clip went viral showing a man moving around in near darkness, with one eye glowing brightly like a small lamp. Online theories spiraled fast, with many comparing it to science fiction abilities. The glow was steady, focused, and visible even when the surroundings were dark. Later, more context emerged. The man had lost an eye years earlier and chose to replace it with a custom-built prosthetic containing a light source. While the explanation grounded the mystery, the visual itself remained unsettling, proof that sometimes reality can look far stranger than fiction. Inverted limbs. I don't know about you, but if I ever saw something like this, I'd ditch the gym for good. There was this girl working out, but then she ended up flat on the bench, and her legs? They were totally inverted, looking like something was seriously off. Everyone online was scratching their heads too, with some even joking that she could be a reptilian or something. I don't know about that, but it definitely looked wrong. Black powers. This Korean guy had some truly strange powers. He would draw a mysterious symbol on the floor and place candles around it. Then, whatever person's name he wrote on a piece of paper and placed there, that person would appear right at the spot. First, he tested it on a friend, and it worked. Then he tried it with a neighbor, a woman heading out for groceries, and she suddenly appeared there. Watching it is truly chilling, the kind of thing that feels impossible, but clearly happened. Mysterious portal. Back in 2007, a strange incident took place inside a mall in Korea. What looked like a glowing portal suddenly appeared. People nearby panicked, stepping back as fear spread fast. It felt like at any second, the portal might pull someone inside or something otherworldly might come out. But nothing happened. After a short moment, the phenomenon simply stopped and vanished. To this day, no one has been able to explain what exactly appeared there, or how something like that could form and disappear so suddenly. Lighting fingers. A footage was shared on Reddit by an unknown user, and it instantly caught attention. In the clip, a man casually raises his hand and a small blue light begins glowing from his fingers, almost like tiny torches built into his skin.
Сейчас сам покажу. Я не знаю, что это происходит. Пальцы выходят. Так, мне...
His friends are standing right next to him, acting completely normal. In fact, one of them even seems to gesture for him to stop, as if warning him not to reveal too much. Viewers were split. Some believed they were seeing a real superhuman ability, while others insisted it was just clever magic.
Ты криво сделал мне. Отставь.
Headlight walker. A surveillance camera inside a parking lot captured a moment that still has no clear explanation. An unknown man was seen walking calmly between two rows of parked cars. At first, nothing seemed unusual. Then he slowly spread his arms toward the vehicles. One by one, the headlights began turning on without anyone inside. He continued walking, repeating the same motion, lighting each car as he passed. Afterward, he got into his own car and drove away. There are no visible remotes, no sudden movements, and no signs of interference in the footage. Just a whole lot of confusion for those who saw this. Live teleportation. Another teleportation case happened live on TV. A woman was giving an interview to a reporter when, in the background, a man suddenly appeared out of nowhere. He started walking casually and disappeared just as smoothly, as if nothing unusual had happened. No one around noticed him, and it looked completely normal to everyone present. Only the camera caught it. Watching it makes you wonder how something so impossible could happen right in front of so many people. Portal disappearance. A guy was parking his car in a mall lot with his friend when something truly bizarre happened. Out of nowhere, a mysterious portal appeared. Normally, anyone would steer clear, but he made a fatal mistake and stepped inside it. The moment he did, the portal vanished. His friend ran in terror, calling for help, but it was too late. To this day, no one has seen or heard from that man again. The incident remains an unsolved, chilling mystery. Daylight rift. Back in September 2025, a couple out for a walk noticed something forming right in front of them on a public track. What began as thin smoke quickly expanded into what looked like a massive opening in broad daylight. The couple claimed it appeared suddenly, and for a brief moment, they thought they saw movement inside it.
Those lines.
What the hell?
What is hiding?
I don't know. Looks like a massive UFO. Look at that thing.
The footage spread fast. Online debates followed immediately. Some dismissed it as digital work, while others argued it resembled a portal, possibly the same method UFOs use to enter our environment without warning. Sudden arrival. At first, the clip looked completely ordinary. A quiet field, a fixed security camera, nothing unusual. Then, without any visible approach, a hooded man appeared mid-track. No entry point, no lead-up. He was simply there. When the footage surfaced, viewers searched for editing flaws, but none were obvious. Comparisons soon emerged online, linking the moment to past anomalies, including the famous hipster photograph from 1941. Believers suggested something more unsettling, that this wasn't a glitch, but a displacement in time briefly caught on camera. Vanishing figure. A CCTV camera in China captured a woman walking calmly down the street, everything appearing normal at first. Then something strange happened. She vanished, but not instantly. She faded. As she moved forward, her form gradually dissolved, and even her clothing appeared to shift color before she disappeared completely. Skeptics pointed to a camera blind spot, but analysts noted the transition was too slow and too smooth for that explanation. This led to a more disturbing idea, that the footage may show a moment of transition, not disappearance. Mid-road vanish. Here's another mystery. A security officer once reported seeing a man disappear in plain sight, but his claim was ignored. Days later, another camera angle surfaced. This time, the footage showed the same individual walking down a road and then faded out completely. There was no jump cut, no visible obstruction, no clear sign of alteration. The man didn't run or react. He simply ceased to exist. Investigators reviewed the clip repeatedly, unable to explain how someone could vanish so cleanly, leaving behind no trace or logical explanation. Graveyard figures. I don't have any explanation for this. A CCTV camera installed in a cemetery captured something no one was prepared for. Late at night, two small figures were seen walking calmly between graves, as if it were routine. One of them suddenly noticed the camera and smiled. Then it stepped back, took two small steps, and transformed into smoke before disappearing. The second figure remained partially hidden behind a gravestone, never fully revealing itself. The footage disturbed viewers not because of movement, but because of awareness, as if whatever was there knew it was being watched. Locked store entry. On a cold January night in 2016, a security camera outside a closed store recorded something unsettling. A homeless man was resting near the entrance when a couple quietly walked past. Moments later, a man wearing a black hoodie appeared. Without slowing down, he walked straight into the locked glass door and vanished. Seconds later, lights flickered, the camera glitched, and the same man walked back out, holding a sandwich. The door never opened. The homeless man later said the air felt strange, like something wasn't right that night. Mid-air man. In a short clip that spread quickly online, a man could be seen floating above the ground in open space. There were no visible wires, supports, or equipment holding him up. What unsettled viewers most was how controlled it looked. He wasn't struggling or panicking. He appeared steady, almost practiced. The footage sparked theories ranging from advanced technology to interdimensional abilities. Some believe it could be a trick, but no clear explanation has been agreed upon. If real, the video challenges one basic rule everyone takes for granted: gravity. Vanishing cloth. A viral video from China shows a man holding up what looks like an ordinary piece of fabric. As he lifts it, his body slowly disappears behind it. When the cloth is lowered, nothing is there. Reports claim this footage is linked to experimental invisibility technology developed by Chinese scientists. Officials offered no clear confirmation, while critics dismissed it as a visual trick. Still, the clip raised serious questions. If such technology exists, it wouldn't just change science, it would change surveillance, warfare, and privacy forever. Sudden arrival. A security camera captured a scene that left viewers uneasy. The footage showed an empty area, quiet and still, until a woman suddenly appeared mid-frame, as if stepping out of nothing. There was no blind spot, no transition. Frame-by-frame analysis only deepened the confusion, as her presence seemed to begin between frames rather than entering from outside the camera's view. Online discussions quickly escalated, with many suggesting this wasn't just a glitch, but something entering our reality. Pupil reaction. Two friends, already suspicious of their roommate, decided to test something unsettling. Shining a light into her eyes, they watched her pupils react normally at first, contracting as expected. Then something strange happened. The pupils suddenly expanded aggressively, far beyond what light response should allow, almost as if resisting the stimulus. The reaction was sharp, unnatural, and brief.
Two, do it. What the what? No. Tracker, where are you going? Wait, Tracker, are you joking right now? How are you doing that with your eyes?
After that moment, the tension in the room was obvious. The clip ended without explanation, leaving viewers divided. Some called it a biological anomaly. Others believed it exposed something hiding behind a human appearance. Hovering model. In a quiet classroom after hours, two teachers examined a student's project when it suddenly snapped apart, and then didn't fall. Instead, the broken piece hovered in midair, steady, as if suspended by invisible strings. No wires, no supports, no visible mechanism. One teacher instinctively raised his hands, appearing to react or possibly control the movement. Whether physics failed or something else interfered, the moment left viewers deeply unsettled. Mirror glitch. Stopped at a red light, a man glanced into his rearview mirror and noticed something that didn't sit right. The driver in the car ahead appeared frozen, his body completely still, while his face continued to move naturally. The contrast was subtle but disturbing. Sensing something was off, the man zoomed in and recorded the moment.
His face is moving, but look at that, his face just moved, but the guy in the mirror is eating the same. Yo!
Once online, the clip sparked heated debate. Some pointed to camera artifacts or compression issues. Others went further, suggesting it looked like a rendering error, almost as if reality itself had momentarily failed to update.
His face is moving, but look at that, his face just moved, but the guy in the mirror is eating the same. Yo!
John Titor. A clip went viral of some dude messing around with what looked like an instrument, and then out of nowhere, a portal opened up, and he just vanished. At first, it was all pretty confusing, but after digging a bit, I found out that this was John Titor, the same guy who claimed to be a time traveler back in the early 2000s and just disappeared.
Ever since I was a young child, I have lived through a constant strain of disconnected experiences. Waking dreams, lucid dreams, even sleep paralysis.
This clip is said to show him when he was disappearing. To this day, people still debate whether he was just an elaborate storyteller or if he really said too much and slipped back into his own timeline. Silent summoning. A short clip unsettled viewers for one simple reason. It looked intentional. A woman walked alone, then suddenly stopped and reached out, as if grabbing something invisible. Seconds later, a young girl appeared right beside her. No rush, no shock. The woman didn't even react, almost like she expected it. That calm response is what disturbed people most. Many believe the woman was summoning the child, while others suggested the girl was appearing on her own. Either way, the interaction felt practiced, not accidental, and that's what made it unsettling. Airport vanish. During a live TV interview at a Danish airport, viewers noticed something unsettling in the background. A blonde woman was standing still when another person walked past her. In that exact moment, she vanished. There was no blur, no cut, no sudden movement. Some argued she stepped into a camera blind spot, but the timing felt too precise. The clip replayed endlessly online. A normal broadcast turned into a mystery, leaving viewers unsure whether it was a technical flaw or something far stranger caught on live television. Sudden cyclist. While a camera operator casually filmed musicians on a street, something odd happened in the background. A man on a bicycle appeared where there had been nothing seconds earlier. No one nearby reacted. No one turned their head. It was as if he had always been there. Except the footage showed otherwise. Some claimed it was a trick of angles or motion blur. Others weren't convinced. The lack of reaction from everyone else made the moment feel unnatural, as if reality quietly filled in a missing piece. Casual road cross. Now this one is something I'm sure no one can fully explain. Dashcam footage shows traffic moving normally when, all of a sudden, a man appears right in front of a car and crosses to the other side of the road. He does it casually, as if nothing unusual is happening. Throughout the entire video, you never see him approaching from anywhere. He simply shows up and walks across. It almost feels like a risky kind of teleportation happening in the middle of moving traffic. Little girl powers. This video is going to completely puzzle you. In it, a school-going girl can be seen, and her perfume probably falls under a nearby car. But what she does next is unbelievable. She lifts the car with just one hand to get her perfume. When she sees it's on the other side, she casually pushes the car back with one hand and grabs her perfume. Who would have thought a school-going girl could have powers like this? Meditation power. Meditation has many forms, but what this man did was on another level. Sitting cross-legged, he used nearby tables for support and then slowly lifted into the air. Soon, he removed the support entirely, floating freely as if held by nothing. It looked like meditation had unlocked some hidden power within him. His calm, focused demeanor made it even more chilling, showing just how much strength and control he had gained. Witnessing this was nothing short of insane. Fading from reality. What I'm about to tell you sounds like a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie, but it really happened. Back in 2008, in Romania, some Secret Service agents entered a library searching for a man who could disappear anywhere at any time. He was right in front of them. Just as they were about to catch him, he vanished again, in front of everyone's eyes. Where he went, how he did it, no one knows. Every person present was left completely shocked and speechless. Mysterious man. Something truly unexplainable happened in Japan. On a busy street, in front of everyone there, a man suddenly appeared out of nowhere on the roadside. He started walking casually as if nothing happened, blending perfectly into the scene. It was so smooth that no one around noticed a thing. Only the camera caught it. What's even more surprising is that no one knows who he was or where he came from. To this day, his identity and whereabouts remain a complete mystery. Live disappearance. You may have seen many kinds of teleportation stories, but this one happened live on TV. A reporter was interviewing local people when, in the background, an old woman could be seen walking calmly. Everything looked normal. Then, in just a second, she vanished, as if she had never been there at all.
See the lady now. Live news. See her. She disappeared.
No blur, no cut, no distraction. People who watched it live were completely stunned. No one ever imagined an ordinary old woman could show something like this.
See her. She disappeared.
Invisible man. In a small town in China, a local was checking his home's CCTV when something deeply unsettling appeared. A human-like figure passed right outside his house, but it wasn't fully visible. The shape was blurry, incomplete, yet clear enough to tell it wasn't a shadow. Confused and disturbed, he showed the footage to his neighbors. Some were convinced it was a ghost, while others believed it was a man with the ability to turn invisible. Car lifting. We've all seen strong, powerful men before, but what I'm about to show you is a completely different case. In this clip, two guys are lifting an entire car with their bare hands, not struggling, not shaking, just casually, almost relaxed. Each of them uses just one hand, as if the car weighs nothing at all. Then they calmly place it into a proper parking spot, like it's a simple, everyday task. For a normal person, this is impossible. Watching it feels unreal, almost as if they were hiding some kind of superhuman power. Shadowy figure. A man noticed something unsettling on a rainy night. On the opposite side of the road, a strange shadow had formed. It was late, rain was pouring, and yet the shadow looked perfectly human.
Yo, who left their shadow, bro? Like, nobody's here. Nobody's here.
Something that shouldn't be possible in those conditions. It didn't move like a normal reflection, and there was no clear source behind it. The more he watched, the stranger it felt. Almost as if reality had slipped for a moment. Was it a glitch in the Matrix? Or a human hiding some unknown ability?
Who left their shadow? Come get it. It's at Planet Fitness. If you want your shadow back, it's right there.
Unsettling report. A reporter was delivering her report, and everything seemed completely normal. She had no idea something unusual was happening in the background. A man who looked like a worker suddenly walked straight into the wall itself.
Fuera de las urnas de Nogales, Arizona, donde la gente ha mostrado mucha emoción y diversidad de opinión entre los dos partidos.
His face was never clearly visible, almost like he didn't want to be seen. There was no door, no opening. He simply went inside the wall. The moment was brief, but it strongly suggested he had some kind of hidden power, which was caught on live camera that day.
Fuera de las urnas de Nogales, Arizona, donde la gente ha mostrado mucha emoción y diversidad de opinión entre los dos partidos.
Epic safe. CCTV footage from Colombia puzzled many people. In the clip, a man is crossing the road while a truck approaches from the opposite side at full speed. Suddenly, in the blink of an eye, the man appears on the other side of the road. Just moments later, the truck passes through the exact spot. His movement looks completely unnatural. That sudden speed makes many believe superhumans know how to protect themselves. Superpowers. A guy went to the seashore and started making some strange movements. At first, it wasn't clear what he was doing, but on his final move, the water suddenly lifted into the air. Without even touching it, he raised the water as if it was being controlled. It looked like he had the power to move the sea itself. If he could raise water like that, it makes you wonder what else he might be capable of doing. Sudden appearance. Sometimes things happen around us that have no clear explanation. Look at this clip. Everything seems normal. Cars moving smoothly on the road. Then, suddenly, out of nowhere, one car appears right in front of another. You can replay the video again and again, but there's no point where it enters the frame. No turn, no side road, nothing. There seems to be only one possible explanation. Either teleportation or a glitch in the Matrix. You decide. Bedroom portals. A video uploaded by a young boy shows something that looks impossible. In his bedroom, two circular openings appeared suspended in the air, facing each other. Objects placed into one opening emerged from the other, as if space itself were folding. Items floated briefly between the two. Many dismissed it as digital manipulation, but the uploader insisted nothing was altered. The lighting stays consistent, shadows behave normally, and the portals remain stable throughout the clip. Some viewers called it a visual trick. Others believed it hinted at a temporary glitch in reality itself. Levitating cars. Back in 2011, something strange happened in Japan. In broad daylight, several cars suddenly lifted into the air, right in front of everyone. There was no wind, no machinery, nothing that could explain it. But still, the cars hovered for a moment. People nearby were stunned, unable to make sense of what they were seeing. Maybe someone with extraordinary powers was nearby, strong enough to defy gravity itself.